Good morning, my loves. It's morning here right now. So I thought I would just lead you through a little morning kind of wake into the body practice. I have this beautiful drink in my hands. It's so good. It's an adaptogenic coffee alternatives. It's got lots of delicious adaptogenic herbs and mushrooms, and we got some roasted dandelion root in here, so it's so good. Okay, so I'm just gonna have one more sip and then we'll move. So, so good. There's nothing better than like hot, warm drinks in the morning, and here we're just moving into fall, and so we got our first like really rainy day. Maybe it's not our first, but we woke up to low clouds, fogginess, and rain, and that feels actually pretty nice to me. So just find a seat on your knees, please, and you can have a block underneath of your bum if you need a little support, but either way, with a block or not, we're just going to take the hands to the bum and lift the cheeks, widen the base. And then take your hands to the top of the thighs and just start to find some soft movement, gliding the ribs from side to side. You can let your chin drop down through the chest and just start to shimmy through the shoulders, letting this be like pretty soft, juicy, gentle, moving into the back of the heart, into the side of the body, into the neck. Find some stillness, lift your chin. We'll take 3 breaths in here. Inhaling fully through the nose and a deep exhale. Let go. Inhale, fill to the lowest part of the belly. Exhale out the mouth, let everything soften. And one last breath here. Exhale. Drop your left ear to the shoulder, left shoulder. Lift the chin and just presence yourself into a soft stretch through the right side neck. Drop your chin along your chest, rounding through the upper back. Filling into the scruff of the neck, move slow all the way to the other side. Right ear to right shoulder, lift the chin, open through the throat, and bring your presence, awareness to left side extension of the neck. Roll the chin along the chest, nice and slow, filling through the back of the heart, into the scruff of the neck. Rolling all the way to the other side one last time, lift the chin, open through the throat. Let the right shoulder drop heavy away from the right ear. Breathe into the new space you find, the gentle stretch. Drop the chin along the chest, roll through the center. Gliding through the back all the way to the other side, left ear to left, right ear to right shoulder, lift the chin, open through the neck. Allow the left shoulder to draw away from the ear and breathe into the gentle stretch. Lift yourself back up through center. Rising crown length through your whole central channel. The pubic bone slightly tipped forward so that we can support the lumbar spine moving in and a length through the belly. Take a full breath in and a deep exhale. Roll through your shoulders one at a time. It's almost like they start to make this infinity motion. You'll notice that you can slide into the ribs a little bit and let your head sort of be this extension of the movement through your shoulders. Switch your direction. Always a little bit more awkward to go the way that isn't our most natural way, but all the more reason to practice it. Find some stillness. Walk your hands forward into an all-fours position. Hands and knees underneath of the hips. Top of the foot presses down with a subtle drag back. The hands land ahead of the shoulders. Elbows externally rotate forward. Slide the hips back and then begin to glide from side to side into the ribs. Opening in a soft way. Pressing down the mat to fill, broaden, and expand into the rib cage, into the back. As you glide the ribs wide towards the left side, right ear to right shoulder, curl chin in, press down the mat. And let the hips slide you back and wide, soften the belly. Glide wide, right ribs towards the right side, left ear to left shoulder, curl in, chin to chest, press the mat away. Moving from side to side, articulating through the spine. Finding your fullness. Take your time. Find a neutral space, strong press of the mat away, reach the crown forward. We'll take the right arm threaded underneath of the left. Land the right side of your head down to the mat. Option to stay here. The right side, pinky side of the hand, pressing down into the ground, and the left hand gently pushing the ground away. Option to take your left hand, wrap it around your back to connect to the inner right thigh. Working into an opening through the shoulder, reach the crown long, open through the neck, breathe. Release your inner thigh, unwind your bind if you've connected into one. Left hand plants down, rise yourself all the way up, hands and knees. Take some undulations through the spine, slide the hips back, and then ripple forward, curling in, chin to chest, pressing down the mat. Slide the hips back, lengthen through the belly. Curl forward, chin in, press down, broaden. Slide the hips back and wide, lengthen the belly. Ripple forward, curling into a fullness, whole heart expanding. One more time, slide back, lengthen. And roll forward like a wave crashing onto the shore. Lift the chin, slide the hips back, press down the mat, fill through your whole rib cage. Left arm threads underneath of the right. Thread the needle on the other side, landing the left side of your head down to the mat. Option to stay just like this. The left pinky side of the fist pressing down into the ground, and the right hand gently pressing the mat away. Option to take a bind, right hand wraps all the way around the back to catch the inner left thigh, maybe. Want to extend through the neck, reach the crown, and gently open into this shoulder stretch. Big full breath here. Slowly unwind your bind if you've connected into one. Right hand plants down, press yourself all the way back up into all fours position. Take some big barrel rolls, working through this full rotation of the ribs. How expansive can you create the back heart, filling, widening, broadening? Can allow your neck to move in opposite rotation of the ribs. And then spiral the other way. Big circle through the ribs. And finding all the new space, pressing wide, pressing high, feeling the fascial lines and the skin stretch. Come back to a neutral space. Strong press of the mat away, inflate through the back. We'll tuck the toes, lift the knees, and rise up into hands and feet. With the feet as wide as your hips, bend into the knees. Slide the hips wide, up and high. And feel this lengthening in the belly. Lengthening through the back of the leg. Pause, press down and out to the side. Connects you into the glute, into the posterior chain. And then just start to pulse your heart forward, press down the mat, fill through the back. Bend the knees, root the hips wide and high, and then little ripple forward. Deep bend, belly to the thighs, slide the hips wide up and high. Little ripple through the spine. One more. Bend your knees deeply, root your hips wide up and high, pause, press down and out to the side. Start to knock knees through the center, little shift of the hips from side to side, creating this weaving and winding, extension, lengthening through the belly into the sides. And take your eyes, look forward, press the mat, keep your heart full, all sides of the rib cage expanding wide. We'll take the left foot, step forward, behind the left hand, pivot on the right. Deep bend into the knees, root the hips wide back, and then start to glide your legs forward and back. A little gentle pulsing, looking for an extension through the left leg. One more little pulse here. And then fingertips forward, step the right foot forward, deep bend into the knees, fold. Shift from paw to paw, little sway of your heart from side to side. Let your shoulders melt, let your neck melt. Keeping gentle bends into the knees at least. Soft belly. Soft face. Find some stillness. Reverse swan dive. Sweep the arms wide all the way up to the sky. Stretch way up high. Reaching fingertips. Little shift and bob. Lengthening through each side. Reaching up. Thinking about picking up with the lowest rib. Soften the shoulders away from your ears and lift the chin. Keep a little bend and spring in the knee. Hips subtly back behind the heart. And then release your arms and give yourself a big hug. Catching opposite shoulders, start to glide your ribs from side to side. A little bounciness in your opening here. Can curl your chin into your chest, wrapping through the back. Moving from side to side, rolling circles through the ribs, through the spine, and taking what you need here, letting it be intuitive, using the fingers to pull the shoulder blades wide through the back. And then release. Take some big shoulder rolls, go in one direction. Lifting the shoulders up towards the ears and then rolling back. And we'll start to move into a whole body wave here. The knees bend forward, the hips slide back, chin rolls into the chest as we lift the shoulders up. This is a good space to shut your eyes and let your body move for you. Find some stillness, lift your chin. Sweep the arms forward, catch both hands behind the skull. The elbows hug forward and narrow, framing the face. Press your head back into the hand, let your neck get long and open. Bend the knees forward, slide the hips back. Rise through the center, open your belly, rise up. 2 more here, sit back, sit wide. Pause, press down and out to the side, and then rise it up. Last pulse, hips back. Big lift up, lengthen your belly, open. And then release, stretch the arms up high. A little reach from side to side. Opening into the side body. A little dancey. Release your arms, narrow your heels. Deep bends into the knees, hands plant down, step back. Step back, hands and feet. A little pedal of your heels. Find any sort of squirmy, serpentine, meow meow movements. A couple of pulses forward and back. Utilize the power of the paw. Press down, press wide, root the hips back, reach the heart forward. Find some stillness. We're going to lift the right foot, step it behind the right hand, pivot on the left paw, deep bend into the knees, root the hips wide, light fingertips as you slide your hips forward and back. Looking for extension through the right leg. Root the right femur back into the hip socket. Pause, connected, pressing wide. Stay connected to the posterior chain. And then twinkle your hands forward, bend, and step forward into a fold. Melt your heart over top of your thighs, bends into the knees, shift your weight from side to side. Start to sort of let your head have a little dance, shake out, release the neck, release the shoulders, toes connected nice and strong, fingertips on the ground if that feels okay. And then soften, release, sweep arms wide, reach all the way up to the sky. Hands connect above your head, prayer. Slide them down through heart center, bow your head, take a pause, breathe here. Release your hands, step wide, step wide. Bend the knees forward, root the hips back wide and high. Want the belly to be long, the lumbar in its natural curve. Hands to the tops of the thighs, shoulder dips, knocking shoulders from side to side. Keep your paws pressing down and out to the side. Stay connected, rooting the femurs back into the hip socket. Back line of the leg connected. And come back through center, plant your hands down. Step back, hands and feet. Externally rotate your right hand, toes and knees twist to the left. Bend the knees forward, root the hips wide, rise, lift and lengthen into the left side. Take a couple of pulses here, turn your body into a rainbow. Reach the crown. Right ear pours over top of right shoulder. Rise high into the left ribs. Soften the belly and root the hips. One more pulse, big stretch, press, reach long. Back through center, hands and feet. Bend into your knees. Externally rotate the left hand just a little bit. Toes and knees twist to the right. Knees forward, hips root back. Rise, lift and lengthen into the right side. Embody a rainbow shape here. Pour left ear over top of the shoulder. Lift the chin out of the throat, lengthen through the neck. Soften the belly and rise into the right ribs. Pulsing to find, bend, extend, opening into elasticity. Reach right arm long, big stretch. Back through center. Take your knees wide, connect your toes behind you, slide your bum back, child's pose, melt your heart. Roll your forehead from side to side. Massage in third eye. Slide your heart all the way up. Sit back onto the knees. Hands to the tops of the thighs. Lift your chin, soft shoulders, long channel, long spine. 3 breaths here. Full inhale through the nose. Exhale, let go. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it all go. Last one, big and full. Let go, exhale. Bring both hands to your heart. Please stay here for as long as you have. Connect with your heartbeat. Connect with your beautiful essence. I love you. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.